What's up? What's up, the Ohio Gold-Minded team? I'm back with some more updates, man. Been busy here, ripping and running, taking care of some business. So I'm just here to add some more content, kind of help the team out, and give you what if you're signing up some people, what you should and should not be doing, and yeah, and a little bit about what I'm doing and some things that are going to be coming up here in the future for us, the channel. Okay, let's jump right in it. As of September the 2nd, 2019, terms and conditions for the promotion of 100 KBCs against 1 gram. KBC bonuses on profit packages will be extended until the end of September 2019, midnight ETC. Now, from what I saw, I'm looking in the back office, that would be the bonuses will end on the 15th of September. That's when everything is starting to go online, so it will make it won't make sense to be giving out any more bonuses. So you have team up to the 15th to make either some KBC purchases, KCB. I'm sorry, not KBC, KCBs, not KBCs. The KBC is the Carrot Bank coin, and the KCB is the Carrot Coin Bank or Carrot Coin. The utility coin that you're going to use like pocket change and pay for stuff on the exchange and what have you. I'm trying to turn to this light so you can see me. Okay, that's a little better. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah. So that's ending on September the 15th when we go online. What's the second one here? August the 29th, 2019. And again, this is all in your back office. Just go to, I think it's my profile. No, general. Go to newsletters. No, or latest news. And you'll see all of these things in there in your back office. Concerning, let's see here. What do we have here? We did that. Okay, the second one is from August the 29th, the new proof of ID requirements. If you haven't logged into your back office, you're required to take a picture with your ID opposed with your ID separate from yourself. So as simple as just kind of holding your ID up next to you and kind of like, giving this 1-2, thing and take the picture and send it to them so they can make sure that you are sending the ID or the identification. All right. Number 3, new tutorial video for Carrot Bars and Carrot Bits 2FA. And there is a Carrot Bars 2FA activation, and that was for August the 20th. And for August the 5th, a 2FA security feature was introduced. So starting from the 5th of August all the way up to the 22nd of August, has everything to do with your 2FA. Now you can log into your back office and it would give you instructions on what to do, and there's videos on how to update your 2FA. Now, if you're finding it difficult to log in or log into your back office, email me or give me a call and let me know what's going on, and maybe that's the issue, that your 2FA hasn't been updated. But please make sure that you do these things because it's important that your 2FAs are updated and secure. And again, this is a part of the security feature that Carrot Bars has implemented to secure your wallets, your back office, and things of that nature. Okay. Moving on, August the 7th. August the 7th, 2019 is a very important update. The cash gold exchange rules for cash gold prices. So look in your back office. This came out on August the 7th about the cash gold exchange rules for cash gold prices. All right. August the 6th, 2019, cash gold exchange rules for cash gold. That's for pickups and student guards. So anybody that's on their way to Germany or went to Germany, you'll find out what those rules are concerning that. Okay. A little update on myself on what is it? This month, the 20th of 2019, I'll be going on WOVU 95.9 FM at 10 o'clock, and I'll be talking about how people can start banking themselves by opening a free gold savings account here through Karatbars International. I am myself, from what it looks like, I myself am Mr. Mike Delcone, my mentor, whom I watch all the time. Is going to be joining me on the call, hopefully, if everything goes with according to plan. And I'm excited about this. Now I can have an impact in my own city, and then just kind of take this thing on a larger scale and letting people know that this is real, and I'm sold out on it. And I just want to be able to get this information out in a way in which it will make change. And WOVU is that voice that we're looking for to help make that change. Hence the word WOVU. You know, our voices unite. Yes, it is. So I'm excited about doing that with WOVU on the 20th of this month. I think I'm going to be on with TC Lewis. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So we'll keep you up to date on that. Now, to my team, I need for you guys to come on and log on, subscribe, so you can get the alerts when I'm going on and doing trainings, so we can do some Q&A, sharpen one another, and things of that nature. But what I want to do on the next filming is kind of let people know how affordable it is to save and gold. A lot of times people, especially in our brown and black communities, we haven't been taught a lot of times on how we should ascertain assets and how we should treat those assets in the long term. So a lot of times when I'm speaking to people concerning about saving and transitioning, or not transitioning, but what's the word I'm looking for? Switching their money or transferring their money, fiat dollars, into gold, real money. So you're just transferring it from the dollar to gold. So, in other words, from so-called money to real money. And so you're not losing anything. You haven't bought anything. You just did a transfer of wealth and made yourself a lot more wealthier by placing it in an asset that will protect you through inflation, ups and downs on the market, or just volatility and unassuredness within your home community and what have you. Having your wealth in gold will allow you to be able to bank yourself, take a loan out on yourself, not put yourself in a bind by taking out a loan with someone else who will add interest and what have you for doing that. Saving over time and accumulating a lot of gold by yourself or within a family, which I would suggest. As a family, as a unit, as a team, you can bank. You can have your own bank. Um, and first thing you want to do is say, well, how many members do we want to have, and how many members are we allowed to have in our family, and what will qualify a member? So a member will qualify anything from 18 years of age and up. So if you have an individual in your home who is 18 years of age, can now start to help open your own banking or own bank. So how much do you want to invest in this bank? Again, the only people that's going to be making withdrawals in this account and in this bank is yourself. Um, so you want to ask yourself first, how much do I want to invest in myself? Now, Karatbars has a starting point for you. You can start as low as right now. I think it's like $6, maybe $5 for a tenth of a gram, and you could do that weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. You can start as low as the minimum. You can do it weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, and the minimum is $50. You can save towards the purchase of gold. Um, and a lot of people will say, "Well, man, I don't have it." But $5, $5, a tenth of a gram of gold is about $5, $5 to $6, right? Um, we have $5 to $6, man. We have 5 to 6. We come across $5 or $6 on the way home from work. We spend 10 times that on the weekends getting lunch when we could have just packed our own lunch. You know, we could have did something that was frugal that helped save towards our future, and securing our future. Sometimes you're going to have to dial back from the Burger Kings and the Chipotles and what have you, and start bringing some of your dinner to work to save $5 per week. So $5 can be found in a lot of things, and I don't know what it is that you do. You know you. I could find $5 if I bought 2 bags of chips, right? Maybe 2 bags of chips and a soda. A bag of chips now is $1.89, which is ridiculous. And 2 bags of what is that? 18, 16, 70, 70, 78. That's $2.78 on a bag of chips. You're halfway there. You're more than halfway there. A cup of coffee. Skip on a couple of cups of coffee, or put aside $1 or $2 out of your check towards the purchasing of a tenth of a gram of gold. Have your job do it. I've heard on Ricardo's stream, one of his followers got his employee to pay him in cryptocurrency. In turn, you could take that cryptocurrency that they pay you, take it, and go buy yourself some gold. Buy yourself some digital currency, KCBs, which is vastly undervalued. We all know that KCBs are totally undervalued. Right now, I think they're about 14 cents on the market. Yeah. And then the KBC is 2 cents. So, yeah, buy up as much digital currency as you can buy. I plan to purchase another package here before the bonuses are gone, because they're giving up about 1,000 plus KCB coins within those packages. So if you're the type of person who doesn't want to pay the $14 value, of the KCB on the market, go ahead and buy yourself another package, and those KCBs will be included in your package. And then just sit on those things and watch them grow alongside your goal. And like my friend Ricardo says, and going along with Harold Sykes' vision for us, order you some gold. Some of my gold, I like to watch it pile up. I'm looking in my back office and I can see it stacking up. And it's kind of like watching it. It's motivation. But also, Ricardo said, look, order some of your gold, hold it in your hands, have some in your hands, and have it put up, and you have a safe or something of that nature. So that's my next move. I'm going to be ordering me a package, and I'm going to kind of start asking for some of the deliveries on my gold. So some of you guys who know me can kind of touch it and see it and look at it. And just kind of identify with it for as being real. It's actually happening. Um, Another update in Cleveland, Ohio, a lot of people don't know that you can now pay your taxes with digital currency, cryptocurrency. Who would have known? Right? So it's happening, folks. It's happening. And then our KCB, backed by coin, which is our digital currency or our cash gold, uh, also will be a means of exchange. And I'm sure that if I asked Ohio, would you take gold for some taxes? I'm sure they would. They would be glad to oblige me and take that gold off my hands. I'm sure they would. But that's on FYI. Um, but yes, we went over the F2 and the KCB, and we went over the KYC, knowing your client. So all of those things, just go back in your back office. And again, I'm just doing an overview, just kind of like letting you know some of the changes and the top changes that are happening that's going to affect even how you sign people up. And so again, you need to know how you're going to sign them up and making sure they take a picture with their IDs and along the side of their face, and so they can perfectly identify them. Yeah. What else? I want to come back after this stream. I'm going to be shooting another stream. I need to do some more research. I want to. I think the. Yeah. No. 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 I don't have to. I think I can do it right now. I think I can do this right now. Not my way. Now, I'm sure everybody knows what these are. And I'm sure a lot of people has these laying around. Some of you have them for your kids. Some of them have them in tall jars. Some of them have them collected dust. Some of them sitting in your drawer. Every time you move the pennies with you. You don't know why, but you move the pennies with you. So on the market right now, the KCBs after the 15th are going for 14 cents. Right now, if I got them in my package, they would be probably at a value of about 7 cents a coin, right? So, how many coins do you have? How many pennies can in this jar can I get in KCBs? So I want to do this because I want to kind of like put people on front that says they can't afford it or they don't have time or they can't do it. I'm going to count this out in stacks of, I want to say 7, but I'm going to say 14 because this is at the market value. So after the 15th, you're going to need 14 cents to even acquire one of our KCBs. So now, opposed to getting them for free or getting them for 7 cents a pop. Huh? So, but your KBCs are 2 cents. 2 cents. KCBs, Carrot Bank coins are 2 cents. I'm going to be counting this out and I'm going to let you know how many KCBs I can afford. And this is on a penny, not a dime, a penny. And I have two of them. I'm not promoting beats, but yeah, it's full of pennies in here. It's full of pennies. So I'm going to be counting that and I'm going to be getting back with you guys. And again, I just want to show you the simplicity of being able to bank yourself even with pennies. So, in other words, there's no excuses why we shouldn't be putting ourselves and our friends and our families in a position to be able to free ourselves from this fiat debt system. Each year we get returns and we have no change. So what I would like to do is try to build this team in a community where we're able to surround ourselves with positive information that will help free ourselves from this debt crisis. And with through these gold savings accounts will allow us to do that. There's nothing outside of what I have found that will help us bank ourselves and not charge us for it. Now you have to must understand something. When you open up your free gold savings account, the site that you're going to receive a site. You're going to have a back office. You're going to have support. You're going to have links. You're going to have a team that you can work with. Call-in numbers. You're going to have connections with outside entities such as worldwide wealth builders. Um, and that's a team of Karatbars International affiliates that has come together um, on this site to train and teach and support one another, and just forging forward the vision and the dream that Karatbars has and Mr. Harold Site has for um, this community. When I say community, this world community, this vision that he has for the world, of making so many millionaires and changing and freeing people from this debt system. Um, and we here at the Ohio Gold Minded Team, we joined him on that. And again, none of us here on the team of the Ohio Gold Minded Team, any of the leaders or team members, are vowing or saying in any shape, form, or fashion that we're financial advisors or things of that nature. We're just, again, uh, uh, enthusiasts who are excited about finding something that is helping free their families and opening and broadening their futures. I said in a bio to someone, I'm able to dream without borders again. It's been a while since I've been able to feel that way with about something that I know that's going to brighten my future. Something that you can just kind of ponder and think about, and it makes you smile. That you know that your future is going to be bright. And since I've been banking myself through Karatbars, um, my future is a lot brighter. And again, it's no lighter than anyone else's. I have ups and downs and issues and the things of life that comes at me. This year, in particular, has been a very rough year for me. Very, very rough year. But I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. And I'm making it through. I'm making it through with the help of my Lord and Savior. And my children, they are my hope and my inspiration through all this. And again, this is all done for them. Once I'm long gone, this YouTube channel probably will still be running. Um, what I'm talking about now would be past tense, and it would be new, and they would be talking about that was old. And my daughters would be looking at me like he didn't know what he was doing, but they will know that I put forth the best effort I could for them, um, from the bottom of my heart. I do this. And when I do this, I don't just do that for them. I do it from the bottom of my heart for the other people whom I care, love, and call friends and family. So I'm excited when I meet someone who wants to know more about this free gold savings account, and how they can start banking themselves against inflation and debt and uncertainties in the market. So I'm excited about being able to sit them down and put them on a path of freedom. And this is what this is. You can't find anything, or I haven't found anything outside of this that doesn't gouge you for helping you save yourself. Let me say that again. This entity doesn't gouge you or nitpick at your pockets because it's giving you an opportunity to save and bank yourself. It does the opposite. It rewards you for banking yourself. If I vault my goal that I save for a whole year, Karatbars in turn will give me gold. I banked with a bank outside of Karatbars in a traditional banking system for more than 3 to 4, 5 years. And not one time did that bank turn around and give me an incentive or give me any type of monetary return on my faithfulness in banking with them. This company does the opposite. In turn, if you end up telling somebody, just so happen dropping it out, and somebody says, I heard you said you bank yourself. How do you do that? And you end up telling someone, and they find themselves interested in doing the same thing because they can see, if I start doing this, they start seeing the possibilities, right? So, Karatbar is going to turn around and pay you for that referral, for signing that person up and showing them how to bank themselves each month, bi-weekly or weekly, either buying digital currency, tenth of a gram of gold or a gram of gold, however you want to put value in your bank. You have the ability to do so, offered by Karatbars in different ways, in digital currency or gold itself, in 1 and 2 and 3, all the way up to 6 grams of gold, based on market value. So now, with this being understood, with this opportunity, you can now start to dream about, okay, if I do this for, say, 18 years, and that's not a long time. If you have children, you know how short 18 years is. 18 years is not a long time in comparison to raising children, because you'll look up and your little one will be 5 years old before you know it. You'll be helping them blowing out candles at 3 years old, wondering where did the 1-year-old party go? So 18 years isn't a long time in comparisons to saving and accumulating wealth, especially when that wealth and that accumulation is based on the value of time between the 1 and the 18. Whether the markets are up or the markets are down or in the middle. The cost of living, the events that are going on, these are things that we can't tell what may or may not happen in the middle of that 1 to 18. Or, is there death in the middle? Is there longevity in the middle? Is there great fortune in the middle of that 18? But the thing is, between that 18 is an opportunity. Now, that opportunity can start at $5 a gram, That opportunity can start at $6 a gram. That opportunity can start at $200. That opportunity can start at $1,000,000. That opportunity can start at $700. That opportunity can start at $2,200. It depends on how you want to finance your banking opportunities. Where do you see your bank in 18 years? Where do you want your finances to be, or your children's finances to be in 18 years? Hmm? Some people, you could change your life over in a matter of what is 90 days? 90 days can change your life with this. But we're just talking about spending, saving money for your little one whom you just birthed for 18 years. Now, if you did that at, let's get into this math. But let's see here. I want to do some realistic stuff. Let's say you saved for 18 years, 18 times, say gold, let's just say $6 a gram, times, wait. $6 a gram equals $108, right? And as I've learned through my work with Idea Stream's American Graduate Project, vocational education in Ohio these days has come a long way. And for one thing, it's not called vocational education. It's now known as career technical education. Let's say, why did I just lose the trust? Why didn't want to grab this calculator? Okay, we do 6 times 12 is 100 and $6 a gram times 12 a year is 72 grams of gold times 68 equals $4,896. That's for 1 year. One-size-fits-all solution. Many families have this bachelor's degree or bust mentality and want their kids on times track. Georgetown University's Anthony Carnevale puts it like this. A lot depends on 17. We already did the one. Equals $87,232. $87,000. $87,000. Now, you're not going to go take a loan out for this. You're not going to go withdraw this and say, hey, well, I have these paperwork and this is mine. So this is my credit check. No. You banked yourself. That $83,000 is yours. And you did this for 18 years. Do you think you could send he or she through college with that? Do you think you would have to pinch off of your 401k if it's still around, or your Social Security if it's still around, to help flip the bill for the child? The child can help you through your retirement. How do I know that? Because you could take that $83,000 worth of gold, borrow against it yourself, take it to the bank, borrow against it, and all you need is a bright idea after that. A game plan. All you need is a game plan after that. You see, once you bank yourself, you free yourself from these entities that said you need credit this and credit that, and you need so many assets over here and so assets over there. Debt to ratio questions. Do you have a co-signer? Yeah, I'm co-signing me. I'm co-signing me now. So now that's what I can think about when I think about my future. I can see myself standing outside the bank looking at it and wondering what they're doing there. They doing there. Wonder what they doing there. Because once you get off this fiat dollar and you start working with this gold, life is not going to change. It's going to take some used to you getting used to. I understand. And this may seem a little foreign to you, what have you, whatnot, but it is going to happen. And it's happening around you right now. So now, once you saved up all of this money, this gold, of course, we don't have to take out, 80 some $1,000. That ain't, man, what you sending him? Come on, man. And what if he don't want to go? Does he or she has the option? Or can they afford not to go now? They can afford not to go now. That's the problem with the fiat dollar. You cannot not afford to go to school, if that makes sense. I didn't go to college, so these are the options. You go to school, graduate school, go back to school, take out a loan to go back to school. First is free. Second is costly. And then when you come out, it's still costing you. And you got to go get a job to work for someone else. Think about that. I go to school for 12 years. Then I come out and I go another 4 to 6. What is that, 16 years? 17 years? 18 years of school. And I get out and I have nothing to show for it but debt. And a piece of paper that says I have a master's or an associate's or whatever it is, triple OG. And then they tell you need 2 years of experience. Wait, what? I go to school for 18 years. They tell you got to be out in the field for at least 2 years before we even mess with you. What part of the game is this, man? Come on, man. 2 years. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. This is a gimmick. This is a game. This is how they get you. This is how they get you. They tell you this lie that people who go to college make twice as much as XYZ. But I'm going into Walmart and this guy has a degree longer than my arm talking about welcome to Walmart. Paper or plastic. You know, is that a bowl or a plate? You know, they in customer service. How is it? How is that? And I'm still in debt, and the government still want their money, regardless of whether you working at McDonald's or not. They want that money they put you through school with. Now you can't even fly out of the country in debt. You can't even go to Canada. You have some debt. Don't think about going nowhere to stay. That's called the old ball and chain. Yeah. You don't have a choice with that dollar. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that you collect a hard asset, say gold, you collect gold. I can take this now, take it to somebody who wants it, who likes it, and say, hey, let me take a loan out on that. Well, how much do you want? Well, the market value says it's worth $86, $68. Oh, how much you want of that? That's a good question. $68, 16 carats, How about $38? You want $38? $38 for that. So in other words, you're adding 38 to the. You can do that. Now you can bargain. You can go back and forth with them because you have something what that's a intrinsic value. You can negotiate now with this dollar. You can take a dollar into a bank and ask them you want to take a loan out on that dollar. You can have 1,000 of them. The first thing they're gonna ask you, what does your credit look like? Now, if you trump them on the credit, they're gonna, what kind of assets do you have? Trump them on the assets. Well, we got a fixed rate, and we're gonna lock you in on such and such, such and such. You know, however it goes, they're going to get there. It's like the casino. You walk in, trust me, the house will win. The house will win. The house will win. So secure yourself with something even the banks can't resist themselves. They can't resist it themselves. And all you need is this to get there. A penny. We throw them down, we throw them away, we toss them. We don't even respect this. This will become your best friend. Let this recession fall on us, and you get to digging in your couches. No, you keep popping up with these brown buddies. You're gonna thank God for a penny. You're gonna thank God for a penny. I thank God for a penny. That's why I collect them. Now I can do something with those pennies. I can cash out into real wealth. I can cash out now with these pennies for real wealth. So now my next question to you is, with all of these pennies, where can I go in the United States to cash in at and take a loan out on it? Now, in these two containers is enough. When I'm finished with this, I'll be able to go buy me some digital currency that has some value and be able to move that currency and buy, say, a larger currency to purchase me some KCBs, which I know is already deeply undervalued, but I know it's going to go up. And I'm buying it for 14 cents. 14 cents. You know how many 14 cents in here? You know how many 14 cents are in here? I don't know either, but we're going to find out and we're going to make sense of it. So I'm going to leave you with no excuses about I don't have the time or the money or the resources. That's a lie. You have the time, the money, and the resources for it. You do. You have it. Karatbars has made it so easy for you to eliminate the excuses of not being able to bank and free yourself. It's no more excuses. No more excuses. There are no more excuses, people. I'm gonna be on WOVU on the 20th of this month, and I'm gonna be explaining to you, just like I'm doing now, how to bank yourself. And with pennies. With pennies, folks. We ain't talking about breaking your 401k. We're just talking about some pennies. Some pennies. Matter of fact, you have pennies. When you go to these corner stores, when they want to hold that penny that they've been holding, get that penny. Get that penny. We keep leaving these pennies in these people's stores, and we leaving 1,000 pennies is $1. 1,000 pennies is $1, man. Look here. 14 cents. 14. 4, 8, 12, carry to 1. 30. Come I'm trying, I mean, let's look at this.
Is there anything notable about who is dropping out?
Ah, give me 1 second.
I think there are two things. The first is that we see a huge disadvantage in this field for candidates who are not from what we see as federal officials. Governors are really struggling to have any.
Here come, brother. Here come.
Have dropped out so far. Governors and pretty popular. So someone like Jason Colorado, you can fit the profile of the candidate who is nominated for president for most people like Governor Clinton. They really struggled to get any significant traction in this race. There are cultural reasons for that, in that we're living in a moment when liberals are very, very focused on what's going on in President Trump's Washington, not in Jason's Washington. There just doesn't seem to be in the Democratic Party much of an appetite for what the governor herself. That this message that is characteristic of governors throughout the president. That I was a faithful steward of a significant state that I passed laws. I'm proud that you passed a law that prevents local law enforcement from being turned into mini ICE agents. I'm proud to be a person who's not only talked about dreamers, but being one of the first to make sure that they get a college education. So that I'm not just proposing things, I've actually done things. We've done the big progressive things that people said couldn't be done. I've done what pretty much everyone else up here is still talking about doing. The other reason, there's just a structural problem here for governors, which is that federal officials can cultivate tens of thousands of online donors in their federal campaign accounts and then roll all of them straight over into their presidential race. It doesn't work the same way for governors. So somebody like Jason.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, what else I was gonna tell you about? Yeah, banking yourself. So now, doing this is really easy. It's just, you can do it with pennies, you can do it with dimes, you can do it with nickels, you can do it with quarters. Like I said, you can get to $5 to $6 a week, man, and just put it up and put it on put your free gold savings account on autopilot to pull out of your account. $5, $6. No. You know what? That's a good question, James. I just asked myself. You didn't see it. I'm going to find out what's the minimum on. I know the minimum of saving a gram of gold, classic gold, is $50. So, and I usually do that every other week. So that means I have per week. I have to at least save $15. So $15 every week. You know what I mean? Will allow me to be able to put aside money to invest in gold. So, let's do this, because I don't want to be talking crazy. Resonate in a distinctive enough way for Democratic voters. Right. $25 a week, not $15. I don't know what I'm thinking about. $25 a week. Every other week, I have the money taken out of my account. That's the minimum of $50. Plus the little fee, I think it's like $1 and some cent, like $51 and some odd cent for the import-export fee. Fine. So that equals in a month $100 a month towards the purchase of gold. And I do that all the time. Like I say, if you go to work, your 9 to 5 may be paying you quicker and more secure than mine. I myself I get out and I have to make mine. I don't go or punch in anyone's clock in a fixed structure where someone who's handled all the paperwork in the back office for you. Uh, haven't done that in a while. So I punch my own clock. I make my own time. I come up with my own marketing plans and schemes. Not schemes, but marketing plans, marketing scheme, how I'm going to approach my week, what deals I'm going to be giving people, what discounts, some stuff I have to go up on to kind of offset what's going on in society. Um, and in order for me to justify that cost as a self-employed person, I have to show and prove. I can't hide behind anyone. I have to put forth, if you would, my best wrist at all times. Um, and that's important. That's very important for sustainability of my business and justifying cost and overhead and things of that nature. So if you're going and getting up each and every day and you have a job that's a set structure just going to be there and somebody's opening the doors before you get there and the heat is on, um, yeah, you're a little more secure than me in somewhat. But at least you have a place where you're going to be collecting a check. So it's easier for you to just walk into the office and say, hey, I need X amount of money to go and to be allocated here. Simple as that. $25, you get paid every other week. Tell them to take it out every other week at $50 increments. You get paid every week, just tell them to take out $25 every week, or $50 each week. If you get paid every week, $50 a week. If you get paid every other week, $25 every week, right? A minimum $50. And then you do that for the next couple weeks, the end of the month, end of the week, end of that month, I'm sorry. It goes towards your purchase of gold. You won't miss it. You will not miss it. And then while at the same time, you're learning about your Karatbar's banking system, your bank Karatbar's system, an ecosystem, and what's included within your back office and within your business and your bank. You have your wallet. You have a wallet in your back office. You have a vault option in your back office. You have an option to purchase in digital currency, which is then your cash carat gold back office, and you have your cash gold also options, which is our digital currency, which is the only one in the world that has been took it out of nothing and made into something. So we took our digital currency out of air and turned it into something. And called it cash gold. So now we're the only digital currency that you can actually touch. And is backed by gold. Actual gold. That's phenomenal, people. That's phenomenal. So in your back office, you'll be able to take advantage of these things and be able to move this currency within your back office or your ecosystem, in our ecosystem, where people who own businesses such as myself, clothing lines, food stores, grocery stores, auto parts stores, car sales, people selling houses, everything in life is on this K. And more people are going to be signing up as they get more and more aware of what we do and how we do it here at Karatbars International. It's no different than PayPal, different than Square, Visa, MasterCard. Prior to them starting out, no one knew of them either, and they called them all kind of schemes, and these so-called smart people had all the answers, and and here they are today going strong, billion-dollar companies, with the naysayers behind them. So we're no different. We're the only ones who have our own K exchange here in the United States. It's in Miami, Florida. It is. And you can go in and exchange your fiat currency or whatever currency for our currency and for other currencies also. using ours or using someone else's. So we have a system in place where you can be able to move and exchange your money. And also, we're included in our ecosystem, such as the same one that we live in now, is our own phones. We have our own phones. Our phones are are unique in this way where it's privacy, your privacy in using our phones are protected. There's no hacking in our phones, you know. And all we need is an internet connection concerning our phone. We're going to change the way in which people do phoning, do cell phoning. Cell phone companies going to, man, they're going to see, all they just need to see is the benefits of this phone. These phones are light years ahead of what's going to be the future of phones, period. Period. That's just in my opinion. I think these phones will separate themselves from the field in the way in which, again, they're dealing with gold. I'm able to load up. I will be able to load up my fiat currency onto my phone onto my platform and exchange it for gold. Do transactions on my phone in privacy, within my own privacy, without someone watching my every movement, so they can market to me more precisely. You know, I'm okay with not being marketed to. You know, I like the element of surprise or not knowing. You know, some things you just shouldn't be involved in. You know, um, yeah. The phone, the payment systems, the CEM machines. These CEM machines are carrot, our cash, was it cash gold machines or cash, cash electronic machines or cash gold, one of those. It's going to kick out gold. And this would allow us to be able to exchange our fiat currency right there on the fly, because everyone is not going to be able to fly to Miami, to Florida to do this, right? Go to the exchange and be waiting on their money to come back to be exchanged. So it is important to be able to have machines or point of contacts where a person can take advantage of this opportunity by turning their fiat currency into real currency, to gold, and securing their wealth by doing so. Um, this ecosystem is built out to where once you're off that dollar, you can maintain life. You can maintain, and a lot of people are kind of nervous or can't really fathom, like, how am I going to live life without paying taxes? Hey, if you can't imagine living life without paying taxes, if you're not doing that already, it's going to be a problem if you jumping off the porch. I'm going to be honest and upfront with you. Some people are going to find this very hard, and I'm speaking to some of my team members who are out there trying to talk to people, and some people just can't be convinced to come up off the porch, and you're going to have to leave those people on the porch. Some people aren't going to want to come out of the house. You're going to have to leave them in the house. Some people are going to be out in the field. They don't want to come in. You're going to have to understand that this is not a sprint. This is a marathon, and there's going to be a lot of education. We're going to have to work on changing of the mindset and teaching people and re-educating and helping rewire in a way in which they view on how they build and secure their futures with true assets. Because we aren't given these things in our communities for a reason. You know, a man perishes because of the lack of knowledge. Because if you don't know to do good, you won't do good. you can't even make it to better off. And for the longest, we've just been settling, But at the same time, to defend us against even that, I'll say also we haven't been equipped or exposed to things that will help us out of our situation for a reason. So we know this, right? We know this. And we go to work every day. We train our kids up to do the same things, go to school, go to work, go to school, graduate and go work for someone. So we are the ones who has been repetitiously training the hand for the farm in the United States unknowingly. Teaching our children that same pattern that was taught to us by our parents, and parents. We go to school for 12 years and no one tells us how to accumulate wealth. It isn't until you graduate and you run into all these other avenues that you could have been introduced to when you were in school on how to free yourself and keep yourself out of debt and accumulate wealth. It is not in the United States' best interest to show you that. To have a wealthy society, an equal wealthy society, will foil all of the gouging and all the fleecing and all the underhanded things that are being done to a blind society who lacks the knowledge thereof. So this is what I'm trying to give you. Knowledge on how to bank yourself, to free yourself from this fiat dollar. It's going to take some time, but you need to be dedicated. But at the same time, understand, link up with a team, with the Ohio Gold-Minded team. And as a team, we will help build and climb. And just like you ever seen people stand on, one person stand on their shoulders, it's probably like 30 people. But you need all 30 people to get to the window above you, so everybody get on each other's shoulders, and then they climb up that person, then they climb up that person's back, and it's almost like a ladder. People put their hands together, they put their feet between, and then they step on the hands, then they step on the shoulder, and they step on the hands, and they step on the shoulder, and then you step on him, he keeps stepping in his hand, he step on his shoulder, and they keep going up. Before you know it, you have this human ladder. Now the person at the top, all he or she has to do is turn around and grab the person who they were on, right? And start pulling everybody else up. And this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to pass on knowledge, enough knowledge to where once I'm in the window and I'm able to turn around and pull the person up who helped me in the window up, and in turn, I can grab that person who I helped in, grab them, hang them out to grab the other person that held them up, pull them up, and in turn, keep doing the same thing over and over again. Becoming that ladder for those who are at the bottom. So that's all I'm asking my team to do, is be that rung, that next rung for that person who you're talking to, who that needs to be led up and given a lift up into the window. So as a team, as the Ohio Gold-Minded team, we're going to be that ladder for individuals who are looking to climb out of their situation. I don't have it in front of me right now, but my next video, I want to I'm going to be naming the individuals that's on the Ohio Gold-Minded team. And we have some newcomer. We have a newcomer also, and some potential newcomers. Hopefully, after the 20th, people will see this and log on. And first, I want to be the first one to welcome you to Karatbars and the Ohio Gold-Minded Group as we build and join together free each other from this financial crises, if you would, or financial stranglehold on our homes and our debt, our finances, as we work to shake those off and loosen them from one another. I just want to be available to people, and I want people who's going to join the team to be available as much as they can to people. And realistically, I want everybody to understand when you're joining Karatbars, you're in a business for yourself. And what does that mean? You're in a business for yourself, but not by yourself. So that means that's why Mr. Harold Sykes in putting this together was very smart, because he put it together to where we help support one another. The people that are buying into the company are the investors who will build the company. You see what I mean? And so you're not an employee of Karatbars. You employ Karatbars, and Karatbars pay you for doing for yourself and others. I know it's, ooh, that's different. That's just like being in another country with all, everybody getting medical. Every American will be shocked. We get free medical? You don't charge us nothing? We couldn't go just get a shot. And, America want to know, say, well, don't shoot it all at me, shoot it half just in case you charge me for the rest later, The Americans are shell shocked. It's just every country isn't Americanized. We have to get out of that mindset that other parts of the country are like America, and it isn't. It is totally different. Totally different. You just have to go and travel, and you'll see what's out there and how people carry themselves and treat their citizens in their native countries. And they have their issues, they have their ups and their downs. They really do. And I think everyone from each of their countries can complain about something they don't like about their government or their country as a whole. But when is a human ever so satisfied, right? So with that, as we build, we're going to be holding classes here at the shop, and we're going to be holding classes at other venues. As I'm working on that as we speak. When you don't see me on here, I'm reading, I'm networking, I'm talking to people, and kind of setting things up. My videos are kind of like in between, kind of spaced out because I'm trying to make sure when this thing takes off. I know we're going to have all the bases covered, but I want to have enough information, that I'm equipped with enough information that I look like I know what I'm doing, right? And with the help of my mentors and watching them, and I always remember, you're going to hear me mention Ricardo Hamilton and Mike Delcone. These are the guys. I watch these guys all the time. I don't watch TV. I don't watch football. I don't watch any of that stuff. I watch Mike Delcone and Mr. Hamilton. Ricardo Hamilton and the other leaders in wealth builders. Tanisha Glaspie, you're never going to talk to her. She's going to tell you one or two things and tell you, go in your back office and read it. Again, this is your business. So a lot of times people want you to hold their hands, and a lot of times people need that hand held. So, but I need for you to understand, a lot of times that's not possible. Of course, no one's holding my hand. No one's holding my hands. I don't have nobody I can reach out to on a constant. That's my upline leader. My leader doesn't even speak English. So I have to talk to Mr. Delcone and pay attention to other videos, get my updates, and learn and read. So with that being said, go into your back office, play around with it, and just find out what's there, and get signed up, so you can start getting yourself acclimated to the way in which the system works, and how this ecosystem is put in place for you to be able to take advantage of it, and at the same time freeing yourself up from its issues. So the next time I come back, I'm going to kind of have these pennies counted out, and I'm going to have the exact value of the cryptocurrency, our KCB cryptocurrency, how much it is on the market. And then from last time I looked, we had the Banks coin, which is the KBC. It was 2 cents in value, 2.5, two somewhere in for its value. So I'm kind of going to be counting these pennies out for those who say they can't afford it. What I want you to do is go and kind of like collect your pennies. Go find as many as you can. Maybe you may have a jar. I don't know. Most of my people have big jars of pennies, man, just sitting around stashing them away. But I just wanted to give a visual on the fact that you can afford to do this. You can afford to do this. And you can't not afford to do this. A lot of times I don't want to harp on the wealth side of this, which is inevitable. But at the same time, I want to just lean more so on what Mr. Harold Sykes' vision is. It's just freeing people up. I feel that I'm creating or finishing up a mission that I've been given by the Father to feed and help my people, knowledge and information that will set them free. I can't help everybody, but a little bit that I can, I will. With the help of YouTube and my team members and Wealth Builders International and Karatbar support, I will do my part. And showing people on how to bank themselves. Now, some of you are just getting started and want to know how to get started. Man, I don't know if I put my link down here at the bottom here. But on one of my other channels, if I didn't, I don't think I did it on this one. I should have done that. I don't know why I didn't do that. Click on my link, and it'll take you to my affiliate page, landing page, and then you can learn more about what it is that I do and what Karatbars is offering you as an opportunity to help bank yourself. And again, you don't need any money. You don't need a laundry list of information. You just want to get signed up, get signed in, and then everything after that, I will be assisting you with. Some people need assistance with, some people don't. Once you get signed up, it's all about your KYC and purchasing your card. And you need to do that as soon as you can, because say if somebody come in and you introduce this to, and they bought 2 packages, and one other person you told bought 2 packages, you wouldn't benefit from that if you haven't totally cleared your KYC and you don't have your card. Because if you don't have the card, they don't have anywhere to send the money. So you need to update your KYC and purchase your card, or purchase your card while you're updating your KYC. So they have somewhere to put the money and pay you for your referrals and for your dedication and saving and goal. After that, it's all about the launch parties, building your list, and it's about plugging in to Wealth Builders International and following the map. The map is a place which we use to help navigate the steps after you signed up. Just follow those steps. You follow those steps on the map. There's no guessing. You won't have to call me every time or call someone else. Not to say that that's a bother, but all the information is there. So what do I do now? After I've signed up, I got my card. I have my wallet all signed up. I did my 2FA security systems and everything on my back office. As far as my wallet and everything, I'm secure. What do I do now? Now you're going to start building the list. And the list, the next question is how big of a list? Now that question varies. That list is huge. That list is huge. I ain't gonna lie to you. That list is huge, man. I'm always adding to this list. I'm gonna show you something. And I'm always adding to this list. Now, here's a list of people that I'm going to have to be calling here. And then I'm challenging myself for the 100 people. I don't know how many I have on here now, but those are all numbers and names of people who I've talked to. These are all names and numbers of people whom I've talked to, and some emails also. So if I can get the email, I'll get the email also. And I'm just, what's this? Oh yeah, yeah. And yeah, I'm piled up on it, and I just keep going. I keep going. Whoever I talk to, let me get your number. Hey, well, how you doing? What are you doing to secure your wealth? Are you looking for other alternatives or means to help secure your wealth? Yeah. Hey, here, give me a number. I'm gonna send you some information that could possibly help you with that, which I feel that will help you with that. And I'll give you a call back and see what you think. And you let me know. We go from there. Oh, sure. We go from there. Just that simple. But I have this person's number now. I register that number. I put that number within a group, which is called the Goal Group. And I put the date on there when I called that person and I did the follow up. And then that'll help me keep things in order. Now, on the Wealth Builders website, I think I need to add, there's a form on there that will help you keep your list of potential clients in order. That's a great help. I would recommend that you go and doing that. Me, I tend to kind of keep it in order when I'm doing it. But what I like about the download, you can Xerox that, put the names on it, maybe Xerox it maybe a couple more times. And then you kind of like, once you marked up that list and you kind of like narrowed it down, who's going to do, who's not doing, and you kind of like mark that list and do a reference with the other list and kind of like put your stars by the ones who are doing good. And then you can see who you're going to follow up on and you have a cross reference. So make a copy of the phone numbers that you have, make 2 copies so you can cross reference, because one you're going to write on, you're going to write up. Perfect example. More numbers, right? But if you look, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but see, I put a check mark if I called back. I called that person back, I called it back, and then I put what type of response I got from that person, each one that I called. And then I either put NA or, they didn't answer, whatnot. And then I reminded this person about the meetings that we're going to be having coming up, or if I sent them some information out about what's going on. This little poor sheet just went through the ringer. See how the sheet can kind of like fill up and kind of like you put these small acronyms to kind of help you remember what's going on. So that can get kind of cluttered. So making two sheets, two copies will help you a lot. When one sheet is kind of went through its paces. So I've created as you can see, I did that. I uploaded my KYC, and I did all my updates. I ordered my card, my gold card, and then I started talking to people. After I ordered my card, the order is you go in and you order your packet, but I ordered my packet after I got received my card. Now you can buy your packet on your credit card. Your gold debit card is for making purchases within the ecosystem. Again, and outside the system also. I'm going to refresh myself on that so I don't want to be wrong. But I also saw Ricardo buy gas outside Karatbars. So I'm assuming, well, it would have to be, that gas station was signed up under Karatbars, which would allow it to be able to accept that form of currency. So kudos to Ricardo if he signed that gas station. And okay, so once that happens and you start collecting your gold, you start collecting numbers, then you're going to be doing this. And this is your job to collect numbers, to engage with individuals. And then if you're a person who just doesn't talk to people a lot, like my Tanisha Glaspie, I hope I'm saying her name the proper way. She uses her team leaders. She utilizes the information that's in the back office to send to people to inform them on what it is or what she wants them to know or need to know. So if you're a person who's just not a talkative person, hey, look, I'm going to send you this link. It might be of Tanisha. It might be of Mr. Delcone. It might be of Ricardo. They can kind of explain it for you. So the best thing to do, what I do is I go through YouTube and I look at all the trainings. I look at the information that some of the leaders are giving, and some of those things that touches me, I feel based on the conversation that I may have had with a particular person who has a particular type of attitude about what I'm talking to them about, or they're kind of on the fence, or they're not quite sure. It just depends. But they're not totally rejecting it. A video will fit one of those people. Man, I don't have time. Man, I'm already doing this. I'm doing that. So guess what I do? I send in Mike Delco. No, everybody should have time to be able to. No, don't say you don't have time to do this. I send him that video, and he'll show them exactly how it is that you have plenty of time to be able to save for yourself. Sometimes some other people can say it in a way in which you can't say it, but all you need to do is listen to it and kind of hear the conversation that you had with that particular potential prospect, and send them that video. You've already gotten their number. Find the video. Put your link inside of that. Text or email that you're sending, and explain to them, hey, take a look at the video. Try not to have anything to do. Take a look at it, look over it, and I'll give you a call back and say 15 minutes, or I'll give you a call earliest tomorrow at your convenience. But it's between 1 and 2. What's a good time? Boom. They hit you back. Give me a call about 1:30. I take a look at it. Me and my wife will say, all right, cool. So I won't be bugging you that night, but then when that time comes tomorrow, I'm going to call you. So what do? I put that down on the list, call back at 3:15. Either he's going to call me or I'm going to call him back. But trust me, you will hear from me. I'm going to call you. You see, you can't be scared of it's not about rejection here. It's not about, because you're not selling anything. What are they rejecting? The fact that they don't want to help themselves? So you're not being rejected. This is what's so sweet about this. There's no rejection in Karatbars. We're not selling anything. We're offering an opportunity for you to bank yourself with your own money. I'm not losing in anything. I'm gaining. I'm gaining over the fact that I have helped someone. You see, I have helped someone help me. So when I help themselves, in turn, Karatbars pays me. So they help me. So I'm going to get somebody to help me let me help them help me. And in turn, they go help somebody help them. They will in turn help them. You see, this thing is set up to where life is supposed to be. If I was helping my neighbor and my neighbor was helping me when I needed the help, no one on my street will be in want for anything. And this is the way it is in society. When each one helps one and makes a fair barter or fair exchange of be it goods or services, there's no robbery and there's no taxing either. You see, when you barter, there's no tax. We walk away with what we agreed with. I gave you what you needed and you gave me what I needed. There's no robbery there. That was a fair exchange. And this is all Mr. Harold Sykes' vision is to create a medium of fair exchange amongst honest people. People who are sick and tired of being put in a position of questioning their finances before they're free to live their lives. You shouldn't have to question the way you live your life before you make a financial decision. Everyone should be able to take advantage of opportunities that will help better their situation. When you're in a place where you can't better your situation and there aren't anything in its place or around you that will help foster that, life becomes stagnant, mediocre, dismal at some time. So we want to start helping one another get out of these situations, right? So I want you guys to hit that subscribe button and join me in help building this team of goal-minded individuals here in Ohio. Help set some of the captive free, if you will. Again, I'll be back with all my team members. I'll be reaching out to them, telling them to go online and subscribe and join in to, some of the meetings, ask some questions, kind of challenge me, which it will. And if I don't have the answer, I can go get it, and then that'll make me sharper, that'll make you even sharper, and I'm more knowledgeable, then you become more knowledgeable, and then we become more and more professionals about this as we bank ourselves. What else do I have to give you? Again, go back into your back offices, all my members. Remember to update your 2FA. And there are video tutorials on how to do that. And if you need some help, just call me, let me know. I can try to help you to the best of my ability and get those things done for you so you can continue to secure your wealth. Remember, when signing up new members, they have to take the picture with the ID next to them so that the KYC will be approved. The launch parties will be coming up here pretty soon. Hopefully in the next week, we'll be having some lunch parties. I'm excited about that. I'm just getting some things together, man. There's a lot of reading, and being a leader, you have to have your stuff together. And I'm just doing that and trying to build some content and bring something to the channel that will be useful for you guys. And again, it is only as good as we make it as a team. So I need for you guys to subscribe, hop on this channel, make it interesting, and let's build together. Let's get excited about this, and be excited about your futures, and want change, demand change, and dream of it. Let's just go get it. Let's just go get it. Nobody's going to bring it to us. Mr. Harold Sykes has developed the platform. It is up to us now to go dig the worms, put it on the hook, and put it out there and catch something. And just help free some people, man. Let's do that. That's my goal. I just want to help show people, and it's reinstill hope and a new way of moving forward in our community and in our homes. This is a means in which we can implement into our homes and give it to our young people, and they can run with it when we get older. There's nothing else outside of Karatbars International that does that. Not even an insurance policy. At the end, you can take a loan out on the insurance policy, but it's exactly that, a loan from someone else. At the end of what I'm trying to show you for is if you banked yourself, you could take a loan out on yourself and owe yourself or not owe yourself. Because once you invest in yourself, there's no one to loan to you. You've lent it to yourself already. So I want to show you how to do that with simplicity. But it's going to have to start with you clicking on my link and getting started. Subscribing to the channel, getting plugged in to Wealth Builders Worldwide, and staying connected on the training and the information that is given to us, and following that map. Making a list of people, talking to people, letting them know, maybe creating a channel or something like this, and then just putting yourself out there. And hopefully somebody will pay attention to it who's looking to, man, like myself, sitting on cash, man, and scared to put it into something that I know that's secure. You really don't know something in things has risks. There's a saying from where I'm from, and scared money don't make money. It really doesn't. Scared money doesn't make money. Any money that has made any type of profit took a risk. There were some risks involved. So with this, there's no risks. If I take my money and I switch it in for gold, right? The liability and the debt is gone. Now I'm just stuck with an asset that has value, that's going up in value, that everybody's grappling at and wants. When I was holding this, everybody was grappling at this and wants this, but it had no store of value. What does that mean? If I put this up and I save it for 5 to 10 years or 15 years, when I take it out, the value of it has fallen. So the store or the put up value is going down as I'm putting it up. But if I take this very thing that goes down in value and I switch it out for gold that goes up in value and doesn't go down at a 0 to 0, but goes up in value, but it may be going steady across, but as you notice, it's going up. It may go straight across, but it's going to go up. You may get a little dip in it, but that dip is always going on a transition to back up. Horizontal, back up. It's bleeping up. But the dollar is going. The value of the dollar is So secure yourself more so with a store of value. So if you took it out 10 years from now, it would be equal the value or more. So the store of value is greater in gold than money. So don't believe the hype. And I love my man Mayweather, nothing against it. But even him need to click this link if he ain't securing all that paper, all that debt, all them notes, buy some gold. I encourage you to do that, my man Mayweather. Once it's gone, and you have a lot of this left behind, whether your will said or not, they stuck with debt, whomever you leave it to. But if you take a lot of it and you turn it into this, gold, ooh, now you've really left them true wealth. Something that has a store of value that will never lose in value and weather, you like that, and weather inflation and debt and uncertainty. That's a champ's move right there. As a male trying to secure his family, what better? I mean, listen, I know I'm going to pass. I'm going to lay down and rest. You see, I'm going to lay down and rest. But I will feel a lot better, and it may not even be thinking about it when I pass away. But while I'm alive, I'm moving through life with the security of knowing that I'm doing something to secure all 7 of my queens. 7 queens is a new beginning. I have 7 queens. Look here, man. I got to save this gold, brother. I'm on it. I just started putting it in my pockets. I just started putting it in my jacket. I started putting it in my mouth. I'm putting it on my glasses. I'm putting gold everywhere. Everywhere. I'm putting it up for them. Look here, man. This is God's money. And ain't but so much of it left. You see, the thing about wealthy people, you can't produce this. You can't produce this. You just have to be in the right place at the right time, messing with the right people with the right resources, the right mindset, and the right ideas to take advantage of something like this. Because there's nothing in this world that's like this, that's freeing. That's not a penalty on you. It's not penalizing you for being intelligent and smart about freeing yourself from debt. It congratulates you. It says, hey, you get it. You understand what a true a store of value is. Let me help you with that. Let me encourage you to encourage others. And that's all I'm doing, encouraging and maybe hopefully inspiring others to bank themselves, secure themselves, show their family how to do it. And it's going to take that one family with that testimony to say, hey, we didn't have to take out a loan to send our kids to school. We didn't have to go into our retirement or our 401k or our insurance or go into the life insurance to sustain life. You know, there's some robbing Peter to pay Paul, always grabbing something from somewhere else to help out a strain somewhere else. That's not life. That's not life. Life should be, hey, I've already prepared for the inevitable. When I get there, we cross that bridge, I pay for it, and all I have to focus on is my studies. That's how I want my children to be. I don't want my children to worry about my mom's going, their mother or their fathers going to work every day and losing their jobs, and they have to stop school. They have to stop life. Life has to stop because everybody's walking on a razor edge of being broke and being in debt in the next 20 minutes. You know, in the next mess up from the government leaders and officials. This is over with. The time is up. Free yourself. You got this money, you're sitting on it, and you don't know what to do with it. You need to put it into something secure. And this is it. This is it. You're putting it in something that's secure. Simple as that. Your money is not fleeing from you. You can just buy the gold and tell them to send you all the gold back. If you don't feel secured in them holding it or putting it in a vault, but you're not taking from yourself. You're not taking from yourself and giving to someone else, and now you don't have. You're not buying a gold chain. And I think this is a lot of times my people can't separate luxuriousness or adornment with store value. When we think gold, well, hey, I can put it on, wrap it, put it on me. No. We're going to put this up. And in our minds, we're like, well, why would I do that? I need for it to be moving. I need for it to do it. And we're not realizing that we're in this. We've been coached into this chasm of, I need it right now when the issue come up. You see? So this creates an unease in you when I say to you, you're going to take a portion of your money and you're going to store it, or you're going to save it. It creates some type of angst in you when you say, but what if I need it right away? What would I do then? How would I get through the stress of knowing that I have money and still stressing and can't get to it? Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. I need my money right now. When I need it, I need it. Not knowing that you're saying to yourself, I'm addicted. I'm addicted. I've been programmed. I don't know how to do without. I don't know how. I don't know how to curb my appetite of wanting and being able to get it because I have it. You see, I have over 4 grams of gold, but because I have it, I'm not going to cash in because I know it's of value. And I know that I don't have a whole lot of money in my pocket. I don't go grab it. And this is the part that we haven't been trained, been tutored in. And that's an area where it's rare to us and it's foreign. And we all know what foreign things feel like. They make you uncomfortable because it's hard for you to relate to it. You know it could be a good thing, but it's still foreign because you're still trying to wrap your mind around it so it can make sense. Why would I starve myself and I have the money? That's a spender's attitude. That's a broke person's thought. That's a person who wants to stay in their position, not knowing that they're going to have to get past that thought and say, you know what, I'm going to have to do without because I have these children. And that's more important than a bottle of whiskey, me going out, or a pair of shoes, or temporary satisfaction. You see, what are you going to sacrifice to put your children ahead of financial debt and crises, constantly grappling for the next opportunity in life without feeling, I'm gonna go broke. I can't do that. I can't even buy that, or I can't afford that. Start now. Find the important stuff in your life right now and the reasons why it's important for you to start saving and banking yourself for your family, your friends. We all have them. The thing is, those things causes us to be responsible. Those things cause us to be responsible when we call them into play in our lives. I use my children as my reason. I use me growing up poor as my reasons. I use all the doubts and the naysayers and the downers and the troublemakers and the headache makers. I do this for them. I do this for them. I do this for my Lord because he gave me an opportunity. I see the opportunity. I do this because I'm moving by faith and not by sight. I'm doing this. This moves right in conjunction with the way in which I try to live my life. So, Tuffy, what if this thing go belly up? Think about it. I put my money in and transferred it over to gold. The company goes belly up. What am I left with? What am I left with? I'm left with my money. I'm left with my goal. I'm left with an understanding that I can save. Well, I'm left with my wealth. I'm not cheating myself here. I'm not cheating anyone. I'm not showing anyone on how to cheat themselves. I'm showing you how to invest in yourself and gain. This is all we're doing. But I'm just trying to get a group of us together so we can create this momentum. So we can start making change in our communities as true pioneers and leaders in our neighborhood as God has meant us to be. Everybody can't lead. Everybody isn't a city leader. Everybody in their surrounding areas isn't that city shaker. You know, you got your local shakers. You got your city shakers. You got some people making some noises. Some people who aren't scared to jump out the boat and get out there, put themselves out there, put themselves out in front of risk. You know, I'm sitting here teaching and telling all these people these things in which I believe in. And tomorrow, boom, it could go. See, we told you, man. We told you. We told you. Listening to all of that. This is some people sitting back waiting on. I remember I made it my first investment, and I was able to afford my dream truck. And I pulled up in this truck, man, amongst my peers. First thing they said, my nickname, they're like, Tuffy, put me on. Put me on. Man, you look, man, well, what you, man, put me on, man. You look good. Man, what you do? Man, put me on. I couldn't put them on because that which I did to get that which they saw, I was up in the middle of the night. I was studying. I was doing things that a lot of people weren't willing to do to get that. I was working at night where you were sleeping. When you turning over, you were passing gas. I was putting my clothes on to go to work. When you was going to sleep, I was getting there. When you was going to work, I was just getting home to lay down to get some rest, to get up and do it again after 8 hours. Every 8 hours I was working. A lot of stuff I put my family through and a lot of stuff that I sacrificed to get to that point. I couldn't just put you on. I couldn't just put you on. You see, time is fast. Time moves fast to people who aren't doing anything but being stagnant. Let me say that again. Time moves fast to people who spend more time being stagnant. A 3-year period will go by them so quick, and you did put in so much work, and you'll show up on them, and they'll see it was like something happened overnight. Man, I just saw you. What have it been? 1, 2 years ago? 2, 3? Man, what's up? To them, it happened overnight. But to you, the days didn't go by fast enough. The situations and the strains that you had to carry and go through like this. Sitting up when people out kicking it, doing other things. I'm up trying to help somebody open up a bank account, a gold savings account to help secure their future. Man, you could be sitting there watching the game or something, man, having a brew or something or something. My wealth isn't even here on earth. My wealth isn't here. My wealth is in heaven. My reward is in heaven. But the benefits of that reward is here on earth. From helping people, the benefit of helping people, gratification, my ability to be a son that contributed to society in a positive manner, that's a reward. That immediate reward from doing that which my master would do, helping people, encouraging people, uplifting them, inspiring, telling the truth, keeping your word, and that means a lot to me. That means a lot to me. I don't want to be like anybody else but my Lord. I'm not looking out here to be like him or him. I'm not striving to be like no one on earth. Not Mr. Delcone, not Mr. Harold Sykes, not my man, Mr. Ricardo. I'm not trying to be like neither one of those people. All I'm trying to do is put in the work to get the benefits like those people, because the benefits doesn't discriminate against hard work. If I put in the same work that they put in, it's going to reward me. I don't have to have that same look or name or character. Just have the ethic. Just have the ethic and the want and the drive when nobody else don't want to do it. When you look foolish to someone else, or you look inspiring to someone else and they're scared to say it. I'm okay with that. I've always been okay with that. That's just something in me. So, other than that, I don't have really too much to say other than what I'm going to be coming back with you with the count on the pennies, the actual amount the KCBs are, and hopefully I have a couple of more subscribers on here that can ask some questions and we can get some challenges in, kind of watch some videos on what's what. I usually have this thing on. And I usually have my man on or somebody on that's teaching about Karatbars. I guess the internet does the same thing. Oh, it's Tank. Tank on there, baby. Win-win. Karatbars. Mike Delcone.
Getting that from YouTube.
Domestic workers were originally left out. Some of that got fixed in the 1970s. More of it got fixed under the Obama administration. And the Bill of Rights would fix the last part of it.
Karatbars. Mike Delcone.
Domestic workers are not.
Getting that from YouTube.
Some of the other rights protections.
I'm not saying Michael. I'm always saying that. Michael Delcone. This is my man. Him and Ricardo. Man, they better than HBO, man. Hey, man, these guys are better than HBO. I watch these guys all the time, man. Man, you want to know what, you want to be successful? Do what successful people do. That's not a myth, man. I watch him so much. Sometimes I get so excited. I have to turn it off because I get so, it's too much. It becomes too much. It becomes, whoo. It's like you trying to hold your insides and they trying to turn on the outside and they want to do a dance or a jig that you don't even know. Whew. Telling you something, he get me so fired up. And I just can't wait to get to this point, you know, when I'm teaching and educating more and more about Karatbars. Yeah, it's doing this thing. Now, I guess it's like the cell phones. When you wait too long to pay the bill, they tend to slow you down. But yeah, I try to just edify these guys, man, because they really they know their stuff, man. They know their stuff, and I'm just hoping and trying to get to where they are. Oh, it's acting up now. But this is gonna end the my little session, I guess, content. And go ahead and subscribe to that button. I'll be bringing some more information. Again, I'll be counting these pennies and kind of giving you an update on the prices of the KBC and the KYC. And we kind of go over a briefing of what I went over today. And we'll kind of open it up for some Q&A. And hopefully I can get some subscribers on here, get my team on here, and get to asking some questions, you know. So if I can answer some questions for them, I can answer some questions for some people who's just kind of just chiming in and seeing what's going on. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Today is 09, the 4th of 2019. Okay, and I said I was going to try to remember to do that because a lot of times you come up on videos and you don't have the date. So today is September the 4th, 2019. We'll talk to you soon. May God bless. And remember, a gold mine is a terrible thing to waste. We'll talk to you soon from the Ohio Gold Minded team.